Hi everyone, good morning. How are you doing with this new lockdown? I'm here with you today to share some things about the first chakra, some of the things that I've discovered over time. So if you'd like to sit in a comfortable position or even lie down, make sure that you're warm. It's important not to get cold. And if you're sitting, you could be sitting on a chair like I am right now, or you could be sitting in a cross-legged position or lotus even. Any position which is very comfortable for you and you can find that kind of hanging feeling in your spine. You should feel like you're sitting directly on your pelvic floor. Sometimes this means it's helpful to pull the one sit bone back and then the other sit bone back so that you really feel like you're sitting between the bones of the pubic bone and the coccyx and the two sit bones. You're really sitting on that place there, which is the physical home of the base chakra. So close your eyes a moment and just relax and tune in. And draw your focus, draw your attention very gently to the pelvic floor. This is the seat, physical seat of the base chakra. Sometimes some schools say the tip of the coccyx, but I've always felt mine, at least, very much in the pelvic floor. And just very gently, without any sense of criticism at all, focus into that area and see how you feel right now, today. Now, it is possible as you tune in, you might feel some very subtle movements happening in your body. That's fine. Just let them be. These are movements that don't come from your logical mind, but are spontaneous movements. We call them kriyas in yoga. I have some little ones going on in my own system at the moment. And as you're focusing in there, I'd like you to tell you some aspects of this center. It's a center that's connected and related to our ancestors. So as you're gently focusing there on the physical level, you can send your mind back generations, way, way, way back to the beginning of time. So as you feel this long line of ancestors, imagine how much support you have from that line, and their genes are carried down into your body today. It's a miracle, isn't it? And no matter what your personal history, there is always help present. And the base chakra is related to our connection to the earth, to this planet. So again, as you're focusing into the physical area, imagine roots that go deep into the earth. Imagine these roots really connecting to the earth, richly connecting like the roots of a tree. So when we meditate and practice yoga, we're actually very, very well grounded, which we need to be at the moment. The more grounded we are, actually, the more we can move into the higher spiritual centers. So having a sense of support from our ancestors, having a sense of really being a resident of this earth, these centers, of course, are not just on the physical plane, they're actually very large, so their energy projects downwards, outwards all around you. They're large. And the more relaxed we are, the more balanced we are, the more we give them space. And the more real we are, the more truthful we are, grounded on this earth. So as you're focusing into this area, the color that we relate to this area is red. The red that you see when you see poppies in a field. So very gently begin filling this area with red, filling it in with a red color. And remember, it's not just in this physical plane, but it goes beyond our skin, away from the body. If you sense that, you can feel in the end like you're sitting on a circle of red. So this center gives us a sense of security, a sense of self-empowerment. Of course, we want to use this power in wise ways. You can spend more time with this, but I'll move on. We can also use sound to energize or stimulate or bring our awareness more to this chakra. And the sound in one of the systems which is related to this chakra is the sound he. When we use sound, we use it in a very relaxed way. It doesn't matter what tone you use, whatever seems comfortable for you. And these centers are a bit like beautiful spaces, temples. And as we match the vibration of the sound as closely as we can to the center and the center to the sound, you will find that the sound travels in these spaces, travels in these sacred temples, might go into one corner, one side. Trust the process. It's always good. When we breathe in before we make the sound, we breathe very much into the back of us. So we feel almost like we're leaning back in space, as if we can lean back on someone, someone we trust, someone we love. So the breath really moves into the back of us. And the sound, as I said before, is not forced. It doesn't need to be loud. You just bring it gently into connection with that center. So I'm going to do this 3 times with you. So breathing in deeply in a very relaxed way, filling the back of the lungs. When you're ready, breathe in again. It doesn't have to be a breath where you feel like you're going to burst, just a nice, rich breath. Oh, that time I really felt my sound go right down into those roots. My feet are nice and warm now, tingling. Just stay with that a bit. Stay with how you feel. Allow your being to register the changes that may be taking place. So the first word that came to me is love. I have a few little kriyas going on, a few little subtle movements, releasing my neck. These are movements that I'm not making with my logical mind. And I stay connected. I just wish to mention to you that if you're not in a position to make the sound aloud, you can use sound in your imagination. So you imagine the sound, you send the sound to the chakra, you connect the vibration of the sound in silence to the chakra. This is actually sometimes more powerful than doing it aloud. So let's do that together 3 times, just as we did when we did it out loud. and trust what happens. Sometimes your hands move into spontaneous positions, which are called mudras. The best way for them to occur is spontaneously. Sometimes you may yawn a lot, all the tiredness comes out. Sometimes some emotion may come up, like sadness or anger. Continue using the sound. You can also practice when you notice these emotions, coming into contact with them, not being in denial about them. Just notice that you can breathe in maybe light, maybe love, maybe joy, happiness, and you breathe out whatever it is, anger, and let it just float away. It will be taken care of. Remember, when you practice, give yourself as much time as you personally need, luxurious time. So thank you. I hope you have a lovely Sunday. We share some of these practices in my yoga classes. You might like to join us. We're very friendly. And on Zoom at the moment. And I'll be starting a new teacher training, which I'm really, really looking forward to, in January. So, take care. Be well.